Are you a human in Canada? Do you enjoy being human? Please save our robots today. Sorry, that was so loud. Jesus Christ. This is the current ad in Canada. This is what we get on a daily basis. It appears though that in Germany people get alcohol-free beer. Sorry, that's really funny. I'm sorry. Getting ads of alcohol-free beer in Germany, like that's a joke in and of itself. Electronics online shopping and McDonald's. What? McDonald's is actually doing like overseas ads? These are ads. So the context for this ad is TD is a bank. They're a bank and they say, oh, we love banking because, banks, they use your money to do things and they need your money to do things. And if everybody decided to take their money out of a bank, it'd be a bank run. You know what I mean? Like, banks love money. It's sort of their whole purpose. But TD is a trust as well. So they actually use your money even more. Not that, I mean, it's not that different from normal banks anyways, but you know what I mean? So yeah, they love your money, and they've been doing ads to tell you that, hey, you should get on with this new digital age of banking, online banking. Ooh, scary. Oh no, it's we need to show people that online banking is great. And you know how we're going to show people? Yeah. By having them save a robot. I hate this so much. I see this ad every single time on Twitch. It really, really feels like they missed the mark on understanding what people have in terms of their fears in today's day and age of life. And sort of the disdain that people have for technology as a whole that's growing, especially over time with things like AI and especially with robotics too. So this person sees the robot and it's like, I'm going to press the button so the robot can cross. And it plays this hopeful music of like, oh yeah, you saved the robot. Progress needs people. By the way, this robot is delivering food or something to somebody's home. These are literally, there are food delivery robots that look like this, that do this. They deliver food, they deliver items. It's just, and then, but we're supposed to be okay with this. And then it's like, well, like you pay like a 100% markup on the food just to get it delivered to your home. It goes to a company, an American company most likely, which is, it's very not a good look in today's day and age. It's just the whole ad just doesn't really seem to understand what people are really thinking of at the moment. The AI-powered Olaf the Snowman. Oh yeah, malfunction. Yeah. I forgot to show that one. What was it? Olaf the Snowman malfunction. Yeah. This one was so funny. It just died. It look. It just dies. Is there a video that isn't like sloppy? Can I get like non-commentary? I'm the commentator. Thank you. Look. It's the way that he freezes, okay? He just sits there, and then this is the moment, this is the exact frame it starts. He just stands there, he just slowly falls, and then his nose falling off. Like all the kids going like, ah! It's just so funny. It's just like, everybody screamed because the robot died. Oh man, and I love how the actor is like laughing at the robot having died, but it T-poses. The other funny part is that I didn't know that they go into a recovery T-pose, because like, look, it's immediate. It's just like boom, it's T-pose time, and it leaves in T-pose mode. Oh, it's so funny. Considering those tiny feet, your impressive thing manages to stand longer than 2 seconds to begin with. Yeah, that's true too. Like, I'm surprised that it's as stable as this, and that it actually does walk around, which is kind of weird. But I have heard that robotics is that like all robots in robotics, they're much better at moving. It's just a bipedal movement system that we force them to have that makes it so hard for them. And so like, if you consider that walking as a person is hard, if we just had rounder, larger feet like this guy and they were just more flat, then I think it would be easier. And so it would make sense that the robot would be better at it. But I do agree, it is strange to see. Olaf had a heart attack. It is funny to imagine that he had a stroke or something. Like, just because like it's the way that he stops it's the way that the robot stops conversation. It's just like, hey everybody, how are you? Ah! The other one I saw was the what's her name from Tangled? The Tangled main character woman. I gotta make sure to include woman because Princess Rapunzel. Her name is right, right, because it's based on Rapunzel hair, animatronic hair. So birds. So it's also funny because so it's not the only animatronic that's been having issues. Apparently, Rapunzel's hair is being eaten by crows. What is this? Can I get like a raw video? That's not weird. So like all the I don't know why that video was like that. Sorry, I don't know why that video was like that. But yeah, she just kind of looks out the window as these birds are eating her hair. It looks so hellish, and it's like what is this? And it really, it really makes you wonder, why didn't they just have an actor up there? At least the actor could feed the birds and have a funny, cool moment of, hey, look, I'm feeding the birds. It's like I'm Snow White, but I'm actually Rapunzel. But the animatronic is just staring at you like, kill me, please, end my suffering. Oh, yo, can you imagine? Can you imagine the people in the Mickey Mouse costumes in Disneyland being replaced by AI robots? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, real life Freddy Fazbear shit. Yeah, exactly. Like, and I swear Disneyland is trending towards that because, like, even for the Olaf one, you see an actor and you see the actor for the character, and I've heard that these actors have a very, very good job. It's a very hard role to land because once you're the actor, you're basically the actor the entire time. And I get it that children do feel a disconnect because it's like, oh no, you don't look exactly like Olaf, and so therefore I don't like you. But like, who cares? Like, it's costumes, and like kids have to like the kids have to grow up at some point. Okay, somebody's got to tell these kids that Santa doesn't exist. All right, and if it's not, and if it's not mom and dad, then it's Walt Disney's ghost that's going to tell them. Yeah. But I swear it's trending towards animatronics for everything, and so it's like I can't imagine going there because like yeah, it's Freddy Fazbear shit, but also like imagine if somebody hacks these robots and starts making them do like crazy shit. Imagine, okay, imagine the insanity that would occur if somebody found a way to exploit these bots, or if these robots like fall on a child and then kill them. It's so eerie. Yeah, it's strange. It's inhuman. Like but they're trying to sell it as this fantasy thing. It's just odd. He's even going in on AI, so it's only very true. Yeah. They did dip out of that other deal, but the statement said they're still committed to it in general. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so for context, they had like a deal where they were going to use AI for a lot of their work within the studio at the parks and stuff, and then they dipped out because of I can't remember what the reason was. I don't think it was the backlash. I think it was just because of the pricing of something really behind the scenes. By the way, then they dipped out. But yeah, they definitely will still go in on it. And honestly, it's for a large corporation. I'm surprised it took so long, considering that it like it. I've never known Disney as a particularly good place. Like you go to Disney World because they're lying to you. You don't go to Disney World because like Santa is real and he's nice. You go to Disney World because you know that they're lying to you, but it feels good. Like it feels good to be lied to because everyone in your life is like painfully, honestly awful. And so you go to Disney World so somebody can lie to you to make it feel better. Like that's the whole point. So I'm surprised it took so long for them to go down the slippery slope. You think it was in connection with Sora? Oh yeah, it was a Sora thing. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, because when Sora shut down, they then backed out of the deal. I think they killed their contract, right? They paid like a $1 billion fee or something. Yeah, it's bound to happen, Chad. And then we'll get more. Honestly, can you? I'm actually like the Disney World. I can't show too much. I can show when things break, but I really can't wait to have an animatronic fall on a child and kill them. Not because I want children to die, but because like then people might understand that this shit is useless. Like then maybe people will understand that this stuff is like crazy and it doesn't really make any sense. And then there's no point having robots like everywhere. Like it's just like we just need. It's like it's the same thing with the chimney sweeps, right? We realized that cancer is a bad thing and that coal was a bad thing when children started dying in droves. And so, like, the canary in the coal mine is a child that's gonna get like a Freddy Fazbear esque Mickey Mouse falling on them, crushing their skull into a million pieces. And that then only then will we be free of AI. Like, I actually, Mark, go to Poly Market right now. Go to Poly Market right now. Put a bet on this, okay? The moment that a child dies at Disney World because of an animatronic is the moment that AI loses all funding within the United States. 100%. But before they do, I hope that the robots do malfunction more. I've heard that like even the animatronics shows where they have like the boat shows, like apparently the Pirates of the Caribbean is like all animatronic except for Jack Sparrow. I've heard that they have an actor who's specifically emulating Jack Sparrow, which I guess makes sense because like anybody can do that considering he just looks like a crackhead. So you just need to find somebody who looks like a crackhead to play Jack Sparrow, right? But like other than that, they apparently have animatronics for the entire crew, for the bad guy, obviously because he's like a weird octopus monster, which still looks really good today. And like even I've heard even those are not really working out too well. Like it apparently costs a lot of money and time and effort to keep them alive. In time for now, no worries. Have a great dinner. But also you can't leave. You fuck. And I'm actually surprised that they haven't gone all in on replacing everyone sooner, actually. Because I've even heard of their animatronics line being maybe like 10, 15 years ago. Also, speaking of AI stuff, last night I posted a couple of things, okay? And it's I know this music is very intense for it, but like I'll just show you the Discord messages. I was extremely upset after having done this thing. I had to update my NeoVim config, okay, 0.12. A lot of really good shit, all right? I was on a roll. I finally updated it. It works perfectly fine. Maybe go here, dev, stream. I don't know what's like on my stream folder that I can show. Probably nothing. I mean, I also found a new Gunner image actually, so it's even better. Oh no, it's broken again. Fuck. No. It works. I just need to optimize the start time. But look at this. I even found a new Gunner image. Chat. New Gunner image. The font I'm using has funny little words. I need to fix the navigation in this so it's not with the arrow keys because this thing has like the worst code I've ever seen in my life. I'm gonna make my own version of this, which is faster and a lot better. Finally updated this thing over. Right, it's good. Took me a couple hours. It was really painful. There's a padding issue at the bottom here, which I was trying to fix for like an hour, and then I gave up. And then booba. And then I posted this, okay? Look at this shit. Look at this shit. The way that they glaze themselves, these AI companies, the way that they glaze themselves and they make it seem like they know what they're doing pisses me off. It's an initiative from Anthropic called Project Glasswing, using AI to solve security issues. Which, granted, I did give the benefit of the doubt in the sense of like, the reason why AI is so shit for doing things like, can you give me relationship advice, makes it so good for solving issues. But I was like, dude, like everybody's glazing themselves. Every single person is glazing themselves, blowing smoke up their own ass. Right? And then I linked this thing, which is also very related because there's a podcast video that I saw from a person called the Primogen. And oh dear God, this is the worst episode this is the worst podcast I've ever seen in my entire life. Because if you watch this, like it this one. Okay, so you have CTO of Cloudflare, you have director of Cloudflare, you have I don't even know why this guy was on this episode. He's fucking useless. All right, this guy, this CTO, okay, this guy at the very top, and the way that they talked about AI was insane. Just like listen to him for 5 seconds. it was so painful to listen to, right? And then the comments also noticed it too, but I wrote here in the Discord, I was like, this episode was so funny and so awful because they were so high in their own supply that I genuinely thought they were all on crack cocaine. So for context, the CTO and so the director, he was like, "Oh, the AI is actually a lot better than I expected." And then right after he said that, he was like, "I mean, there are some issues, like, sometimes the AI will write all the code in JavaScript, but it'll put all the code within a template string." And so it's like and then it's like it's like the entire HTML document is in a template string. But then he like goes like, "Oh, it's just a quirk." But then on the same thing, he like says, but then right after then he also says, "But it's so much better than working with people." You know what I mean? Like, people, I mean, you can't just tell them that they suck at their job. Like, you have to be nice to them. And I was like, what the fuck do you like? What the fuck are you talking about? I was like, are there you people human? Like, yeah, no shit. Why are you being an asshole for no reason to somebody who's trying to do their job? Like, it was crazy to me that these people, okay, that the director of 100 people on their team, he literally says that my teams are full of hundreds of engineers. He was like, it's really hard and really painful to be nice to somebody in order to get them to like want to do things. Like you don't have to do that with AI. You can just tell AI like, "This sucks, go and do it." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? I was like, what you don't want to be nice to somebody just because you want to be nice to them? It's the kind of shit that like a psychopath says or like a sociopath says when they want to like convince somebody to do something because like that's the only way to convince. Like, it's like they're doing things not because they believe in the game of it, in the heart of it. They're doing it because they feel like they have to societally. It's so fucking weird. It's so weird. And then it's like those two sides, and then also I just saw a comment last night. Here we go, where someone mentioned something about the internet. Here we go. I've never heard someone say and more than a CTO who said and they should work on the communication skills during the same conversation. Listen to this. And during the video, I think somewhere around this part actually, he actually mentions that he was telling interns one of the most important things that like you should do is work on your communication skills. And I was like, I don't think you need your communication skills to do what you do. If this is what you're doing and this is how you're doing it, I don't think it fucking matters. Clearly, it matters who I know more than what my skills are. And I was like, what is this? Sorry, wrong one. It was just such a weird juxtaposition between sort of like the way that people who use AI believe in it so much that they sort of like have lost their humanity, juxtaposed by the fact that they're humans saying this. And what's crazy is I 100% bet you, if somebody said this to them and said that like, I don't want to work with you because you're too emotional and I have to be nice to you to get you to do things, they would be like, well, what the fuck? But I'm a human. It's like, what is this? what is this? So yeah, I was very busy last night, and I was very busy doing some of my things. But at least now my NeoVin config is set up, and I have a newfound hate for AI. Though again, I have seen, at least for the security stuff, like it makes sense because it's like LMs are shit at a lot of things because it's just it's just math and statistics. Like it's just probabilities. Like it doesn't really, I don't know, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work for pretty much every domain except for security, where we run fuzzers anyways, which is like just RNG applied to input. So it's like perfect, great, cool. I love it so much. And what's crazy is I'm spending billions of dollars on this. And it's like every day I find a new crazy tech thing, and I just don't understand it. Like the whole vacation thing here, just to show you, like even me just scrolling up this, actually, it's kind of crazy. Like just finding things like look at this. This is dystopian. This is actually dystopian. Is that I remember seeing this 2 years ago, and I was like, look at this. I'm on vacation from February 21st to 26th, and they had the maintainer of this package manager for NeoVim had to make this as an issue because, and guess what? Because for some reason people demand people's time. Because for some reason people view humans as machines that have to work 24/7. Okay, or how about this idea of using technology very sort of omakase style, and also like just read this, okay? Like it's like I genuinely feel like these people have no clue what development is because I don't know who the fuck needs this. I don't know who the fuck is using this in this way. Like genuinely, I don't know if they know what development even is. Okay, like Omachi is an omakase distribution, which is, you know, the idea behind it is this guy named DHH said, okay, I'm going to make something and then you use it. And it's like, whoa, I'm going to make a new term for it. But the term can't be English because it's like thing and thing in Japan. And so therefore, I'm going to call it omakase. Bam. Unlike a product, which is like when you make something and you make it the way that it is and people use it because of the way that it is. My brother in Christ, you just made a thing. That's like everything in the world. But it has to be called omakase for some reason. Based on Arch, Linux tiling, okay? So normal stuff so far. Hyperland, Arch, right? It ships with everything a modern software development needs to be productive immediately. From NeoVim, which is like, okay, sure, it's debatable, but I would argue maybe VS Code would even be more productive for a lot of developers just because, like, it works out of the box and you don't need to configure it a lot, right? To Spotify. I was like, what the fuck are you doing on Spotify? I was like, when I read that, I had to do like a double take because I was like, there's no way that people genuinely believe that this is all developers do, right? But I think that's the problem. Is like, I think people genuinely think that this is all developers do. Is they listen to Spotify, they open NeoVim, they rice their OS, and then they just type in a couple of lines of config, and they go like, yeah, this is some good shit here. It's like, what is this? Like, I feel like we're living in a clown timeline. We're living in a fucking clown timeline where people are like, yo, developers, hey. Yeah, we have an open position and we'd love to see if you'd be interested. By the way, we do offer a credit for a Spotify subscription, folks. It's like, whoa! No way! Wow! Oh man. It's just so funny. It's just so funny the way that people see it. At the same time, though, I kind of like I have seen some people like kind of do that where they put too much emphasis on their tooling and their stuff, and then they just kind of like focus too much on like on the things that they have versus just doing things and like the things that they can do. I've especially seen people who like will say that they're amazing while also watching Netflix on like a second monitor in the office at work. Like not even kidding you, no joke, actual factual. Truly, we live in a clown in a clown timeline. But it's not all that bad, you know. Because in spite of everything that happens, do you know what we still get? Indie games. That's right, folks. We get indie games. Okay. Today we're gonna jump right in. There's no time to talk. Right. There's no time to lose. Vostok, which I actually still don't really know where is Vostok. Vostok location. It's in Vostok. It's in Antarctica. What? Vostok Station. What? Well, it's in Antarctica. We have to go from I'm assuming Finland to Antarctica en road to Vostok. Okay, this game came out just moments ago. I mean, I guess moments ago if you have a skewed sense of time like I do. I feel like time has been passing. Whatever. It came out yesterday, and I made a joke about the use of the item. Look, I'll just show you. You know what? It's the reason why I'm not a good artist is because I believe that my words can ever match what I can just show you. Like a picture is 1,000 words. Look. Gotti confirmed. You can sneeze to restore 5 mental, okay? I wish the button just said you, so you can tell why it was giving you 5 mental points. Is it because you're sneezing? Or is it because you're jerking off really quick mid-firefight, so you get that burst of post-nut clarity in order to stabilize your aim, and you're using the tissue to wipe? That's what this game is that we're going to play. Anyways, give me a moment and I'll set it up. Thanks everyone for showing up. I gotta go. Has this save? You're exiting the game. Oh, I see. I have to go back to the shelter and save. Thanks everyone for showing up. Today has gone off the rails. Genuinely off the rails. Communal toilet. You do know some couple shit and pee at the same time. There's no. Actually, I can kind of see that. It's easier. It's actually. You know what's crazy? Think about this. It's easier if it's two dudes. One dude. It's easier if you both have penises, or it's easier if one person has a penis, one person has a vagina. But it is impossible or very difficult if you have two vaginas to pee to like do that. It's actually impossible. Oh wait, shit and pee. Sorry, I was thinking both people peeing at the same time. Sorry. I got the wires mixed up here. Hello. Yeah, exactly. The cycles sync up. The cycles, the cycles, the period cycles.
Hello.
Steve-O talked about it once. I'm not gonna listen to Steve-O like I'm not gonna listen to Steve-O from Jackass like he's a scholar. Thanks everyone for showing up. This game's fun. It's a really, really good game. I know we barely did anything except, but like, I was excited to see that moment of somebody T-posing on me. I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, no, I won't be back tomorrow. Sorry, tomorrow and Friday, I'm gone. I've got some things to do. I'll be back on Saturday. Saturday onwards, I'll be back. Same time as usual. Again, short streams will be a bit shorter because I want to get things done as well. But yeah, thanks for showing up, everyone. Thanks again, Nagi, for the raid. Please do follow Nagi. I'm pretty sure everyone who raided from Nagi is probably like, what the fuck do you watch? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Why did he bring us here? We're being tortured. There's no one else to raid. Everyone else is offline. Sadly, everyone's on a different time zone. So please, have a great day, everyone. See you all tomorrow. Please, if you work for a company, please think about sponsoring me. If you are, if just like email me anything that you want. Just like, I don't know, just like send me a thing. If you are Bounty and you want to advertise your adult diapers, I'm down. I will take a shit live on stream. Bye, everyone. Have a great day. Normal day in my stream. You know, I actually went on today and I was thinking to myself, I'm going to keep it very, chill, very normal. I was going to keep it at a very, at like a 0 on the weird scale. I was going to keep it very plain. And just talk about normal things. Like, that's why I started talking about, my like rage against AI and stuff. And yet here we are. Pretty sure that's against TOS. They can't stop me if I wipe fast enough. They can't stop me if I wipe fast enough. Because then they won't have any proof. This is normal. This is normal. This is normal. This is the new normal. This is why you're here. Bye, everyone.